I'm a huge fan of Mies van der Rohe's work. His buildings are stark and modern, with giant panes of glass meant to reflect nature and stairs that seem to float up to their buildings. He's known for coining the phrase, "less is more." I'm also a huge fan of Dieter Rams, an industrial designer who started out as an architect. He holds the belief that design should support the living, not be intrusive, and not be aesthetically decadent. He evolved Mies's motto to less but better. Now, this is an ethic rather than an aesthetic. Although the look of their designs is often monochromatic and understated, it is with purpose. It's an attempt to camouflage the object or the building into the background of the user's life. These designs are meant to serve the user well and then disappear, not insisting on their own presence. Some criticize that this doesn't address sentimental objects, and although that is true, there are far fewer sentimental objects in most people's lives than there are utilitarian objects. Most objects are tools, meant to provide structure to and assistance in our everyday lives. Rams is known for his 10 principles of good design, which have inspired the likes of Johnny Ives, the former chief design officer at Apple. Unfortunately, though, the entire business of Apple definitely missed principles 7 and 9. Rams himself admits that he didn't intend these 10 principles to be set in stone forever, and even some of his own designs are no longer relevant since tech has evolved. Rams' own house, as seen in Gary Hustwit's documentary Rams, is almost a gallery of classic vintage designs that he still uses. I like to keep all of this in mind when purchasing things for my own environment. If I buy something I think I need now, would I still want it in 5, 10, and 50 years? Would it hold up by itself, or would it require any special maintenance on my part to stay usable? My favorite objects are those that get better with age, those that can be easily repaired by yours truly, and those that are made of a singular material. The simplicity of fewer materials makes things easier to repair or to dispose of properly at the end of their life cycle. Plus, with things changing so quickly, it's wonderful and comfortable to have just great basics, standards, and familiarity to depend on. Objects that are not trend-driven. For clothing, towels, and other objects that'll most likely wear out with heavy use, it's less important for me to stick to timeless designs. I also like things to be multi-purpose, but definitely not at the expense of being intuitive or easy to use. One of Rams' own goals was to eliminate the need for user manuals with his designs. Before I bring something new into my life, I usually research online over days or weeks or months, depending how big the purchase is, and I'll wait before buying something. If it's furniture, I'll measure the spot to compare it to the product's dimensions, make sure it fits, and sometimes I'll use objects to help visualize it in the space. I really try not to buy good enough objects, but rather I take the time and try to have patience to find a better option. There are so many designs in the world, and I'm bound to stumble upon a good one that fits my price point eventually. Although I am okay with splurging a little bit if it's a daily use item, like a mattress, a shower head, towels, coffee gear, headphones, desk and desk chair. I have those on order, they're actually just not here yet. Rams is quoted as saying that if he had to go back, I would not want to be a designer because I believe in the future it will be less important to have many things and more important to exercise care about where and how we live. I agree. That being said, I do also like to strike a balance because sometimes it's okay to make things just because they're pretty.